Hello everyone, it's Lauren here, only Shade Drops. I'm back for another movie review. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good, so this is one I've been really wanting to see. I heard so many great things about it. It's O Agente Secreto, The Secret Agent, which is the Brazilian submissions to the Academy Awards. It's written and directed by Kleber Mendonça Filho, who also did Aquarius and Bacurau. The film is set in 1977 during the dictatorship. We follow Wagner Moura's character. He goes by a few names, so I will not name him during this video. And the synopsis says he flees a mysterious past and returns to his hometown of Recife for refuge. It's pretty hard to dive into this film without spoilers, as there are a lot of elements in this one. I'm gonna start by saying that this is in some way pretty similar to some other Kleber Mendonça Filho films, in the way that it's about people with limited means who are fighting for themselves, for their rights, for their existence, against an establishment that is persecuting them, that just wants to take everything. The whole thing here is this Wagner Moura character being hunted by people who were engaged by someone to hunt him and try to kill him. Sorry. The opening scene is brilliant. When you watch the movie and finish it, you'll see why it's so brilliant. I would recommend to really focus on every line of dialogue here. Don't look at your phone at some point while watching the film. If you get a call or something, pause it. Well, if you're in the cinema, you can't pause it, but you see what I'm saying. Just focus on every line, because there is correlation between, the start of the film, the middle, the end, with some specific words and themes here that are being explored. There's the whole thing about the memory of that dictatorship, the memory of human beings in general, how we tend to forget the past without working through our traumas of the dictatorships like that, of crimes and everything that happens in the tragic history of some countries, of most countries. The film really tackles that subject, especially towards the end. There's one of the most beautiful scenes I've seen this year in film towards the end. That was really striking and really well acted too. There is also this showcase of violence that made it seem so casual. And I think that was one of the goals of Kleber Mendonça Filho, to show how casual that violence from the state, from the dictatorship, from the police was. And it was really striking. The writing is fucking spectacular. There are so many questions asked by this film. There's so much depth. Really focus when you're watching it. There are some scenes that you're gonna see where you're gonna be like, what the fuck? One of them with a leg. I'm just gonna say that, and it has actually so much meaning and depth in this story, and there's a lot of subtext during the conversations there. You've got, at some point, there's this beautiful scene in the refuge where Wagner Moura's character is, where he says his real name to the other people, and you've got this conversation that feels like people being like, yeah, this is our life. This we're trying to survive. We're not living, we're surviving, but they're not saying that. But it's the feeling that the scene gives, and it's done so brilliantly. And the main reason why this film manages to work so well, there are two main reasons, apart from the writing. It's the directing from Kleber Mendonça Filho, who he just did everything perfectly to bring the right feeling, the right questions out of every scene. The sense of time, the sense of placement in his directing was brilliant. And there's this cast, this huge cast. Like, there are so many characters, so many actors. I've been hearing people talk a lot about the iPhone face in period films, like actors with faces from 2026 in films from 1970. Here, no one felt out of place. They all had pretty well written personality. You could clearly see who was who. You were not confused between two different characters and their beliefs, and also the way they look. They were all really striking characters, and this cast is amazingly led by Wagner Moura, who gives one of the performances of the year. He could he's gonna get an Oscar nomination for this, and he has a shot to win it because he's spectacular. He's very subtle, but there is this sadness that comes from him, this depth and this sadness that comes from his character that just grounds the film. And he has that scene midway where you basically get where his character is coming from, why he's being hunted. He's being interviewed by a lady, and he plays that beautifully. I was really impressed with his acting in this. The supporting cast, you could single out anyone from the supporting cast and say that they were great, but the two that really stood out to me were Tanya Maria, who plays the lady who kind of leads that refuge. She is great in this. And there is Alice Carvalho, who we see in one scene. I'm not gonna say who she plays because you'll have to see it. She's got one scene, and she knocks it out of the fucking park. And it's one of, I mean, almost all the scenes are great, but it's one of the finest scenes in this film. And yeah, towards it's in the middle of the film, her scene, and towards the third act, you just got everything that is coming together perfectly. And it's not a film where you're gonna feel happy or anything after it. You're gonna feel this kind of void, and it's really moving. And I am feeling moved right now just talking about it. It's a fantastic film, and I can't really talk that much about it without diving into spoilers, and I don't want to spoil it to anyone. But it's a fantastic movie that you should go and watch. I think it's my second favorite film of 2025 probably, and go watch it. It's Kleber Mendonça Filho's finest film. I have seen Aquarius and Bacurau. I still need to see Neighboring Sounds, but this is amazing, and it's gonna get into Best Picture at the Oscars. Wagner Moura is gonna get that nomination. I hope it gets into other categories. I did my prediction video yesterday, and yeah, Wagner Moura, wow, what he did in this one. Yeah, there is so much to talk about, but I think I'm gonna leave it here and let you all, if you've seen the film, tell me in the comments what you thought about it. If you haven't seen the film yet, go watch it. Just go now. Go watch it now. So, and yeah, Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you all liked it. See you in another video. Bye bye.